I'm going to the market to buy bread. I'm going to the market to buy bread. Shouldn't be gardening for 10 years. Shouldn't be gardening for 10 years. Get bored. Get bored. We will not be ambassadors right away. We will not be ambassadors right away. Translator 2 minutes ago. Translator 2 minutes ago. Should we compete? Should we compete? They shook hands tightly. They shook hands tightly. Sam has the least grapes. Sam has the least grapes. I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. I was playing football when you came. I was playing football when you came. It's a secret. It's a secret. You are using too many paper towels. You are using too many paper towels. They arrived in time for the concert. They arrived in time for the concert. They should not refuse. They should not refuse. 1 day off. 1 day off. He will be unemployed for 6 months until next month. He will be unemployed for 6 months until next month. Doesn't it kill? Doesn't it kill? My wife is a glazier. My wife is a glazier. Worried every now and then? Worried every now and then? Can't I have a groceries right now? Can't I have a groceries right now? He could have taught 3 nights ago. He could have taught 3 nights ago. Can borrow. Can borrow. We won't be able to watch the movie without a ticket. We won't be able to watch the movie without a ticket. She was trying on different clothes in front of the mirror. She was trying on different clothes in front of the mirror. It's okay, I'll find something. It's okay, I'll find something. Do you marry? Do you marry? Is questioning. Is questioning. Available. Available. Her grandmother is a consultant. Her grandmother is a consultant. Can you explain how to use this tool? Can you explain how to use this tool? You appreciate good food. You appreciate good food. It never gives up. It never gives up. You will need to wear this dress. You will need to wear this dress. Didn't I judge every year? Didn't I judge every year? I will travel to Europe next month. I will travel to Europe next month. Hormone. Hormone. I'm going to take my dog for a walk tonight. I'm going to take my dog for a walk tonight. I was studying when you called. I was studying when you called. My grandfather was a banker. My grandfather was a banker. It's a 2-week drive. It's a 2-week drive. They started a recycling program to protect the environment. They started a recycling program to protect the environment. Can I use a gift certificate for my shopping? Can I use a gift certificate for my shopping? He prefers to read rather than watch TV. He prefers to read rather than watch TV. We're going to the park, they said. We're going to the park, they said. He decided to stop eating fast food. He decided to stop eating fast food. They shouldn't believe in the sunset. They shouldn't believe in the sunset. He will fix the car engine. He will fix the car engine. The bus was so full that I had to stand. The bus was so full that I had to stand. They came to class. They came to class. Would you like to go to the movies with me? Would you like to go to the movies with me? We have to do laundry. We have to do laundry. Aren't we going to come to an agreement later in the morning? Aren't we going to come to an agreement later in the morning? Can model 3 hours ago. Can model 3 hours ago. Time flies like an arrow. Time flies like an arrow. He is capable of speaking multiple languages. He is capable of speaking multiple languages. If they don't make too many mistakes, they will win the match. If they don't make too many mistakes, they will win the match. What else? What else? All together. All together. Didn't he jump at dawn? Didn't he jump at dawn? My parents bought a new car. My parents bought a new car. He wrote a letter to his friend. He wrote a letter to his friend. My understanding. My understanding. If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. I will share the details with you later. I will share the details with you later. He looks nervous before the presentation. He looks nervous before the presentation. Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? Yes, it will work Wednesday. Yes, it will work Wednesday. The moon is the closest celestial body to Earth. The moon is the closest celestial body to Earth. To complain. To complain. His father is a drummer. His father is a drummer. The store is closed on Christmas Day. The store is closed on Christmas Day. They had been planning the surprise party for weeks and it was a huge success. They had been planning the surprise party for weeks and it was a huge success. Another. Another. Won't it stay? Won't it stay? I will bond with my friends while having a drink. I will bond with my friends while having a drink. I could feel the warmth of the sun on my skin. I could feel the warmth of the sun on my skin. I don't want to lose my machine because of low prices. I don't want to lose my machine because of low prices. I usually say, can you show me where the health center is? Can you show me where the health center is? They study all week for the exam. They study all week for the exam. Ambitious. Ambitious. Can you lend me your pen? Can you lend me your pen? Wish it would. Wish it would. Were we always nanny? Were we always nanny? Can I wear it after 2 weeks? Can I wear it after 2 weeks? Not live at 5 p.m. Not live at 5 p.m. I want to buy 2 tickets. I want to buy 2 tickets. Can we plan a team building event to raise morale? Can we plan a team building event to raise morale? It was not organized. It was not organized. I feel like I'm in a dream. I feel like I'm in a dream. Can I be a weightlifter? Can I be a weightlifter? Is this how you always answer the phone? Is this how you always answer the phone? Never fear. Never fear. He has lived in London for 5 years. He has lived in London for 5 years. When will you come to Turkey? When will you come to Turkey? Cannot enjoy 10 years. Cannot enjoy 10 years. He studied hard to get into a prestigious university. He studied hard to get into a prestigious university. What is unconscious bias? What is unconscious bias? The prison sentence was severe. The prison sentence was severe. Can I get up often? Can I get up often? I am so lucky to have you in my life. I am so lucky to have you in my life. Would you do ballet? Would you do ballet? He is the smartest student in our class. He is the smartest student in our class. I'm waiting for my flight. I'm waiting for my flight. To cut. To cut. The electric skillet is great for one-pot cooking. The electric skillet is great for one-pot cooking. How interesting. How interesting. I'm looking for a room with a river view. I'm looking for a room with a river view. My grandfather was a banker. My grandfather was a banker. Doesn't he answer? Doesn't he answer? Is her mother a manicurist? Is her mother a manicurist? He would have played better if he had worked harder. He would have played better if he had worked harder. He took a photography class. He took a photography class. The package is too large for the mailbox. The package is too large for the mailbox. Can it rain? Can it rain? I wish I had remembered to call my mother. I wish I had remembered to call my mother. Does it invest? Does it invest? He couldn't find his keys anywhere. He couldn't find his keys anywhere. We are always politicians. We are always politicians. Can't we grow up later? Can't we grow up later? Should call every year. Should call every year. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. I come to school before 8 a.m. I come to school before 8 a.m. I will use my brain. I will use my brain. He has already repaired the car. He has already repaired the car. They may have already booked the hotel. They may have already booked the hotel. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. I will shop. I will shop. He can call you later. He can call you later. My attitude in trying to connect the atmosphere to the August sun is a shyness. My attitude in trying to connect the atmosphere to the August sun is a shyness. You will receive an email with more information. You will receive an email with more information. He knows it inside and out. He knows it inside and out. Was her mother-in-law an assistant lawyer? Was her mother-in-law an assistant lawyer? Can it settle in? Can it settle in? I want to rent a car. I want to rent a car. How's it going? How's it going? I will not help. I will not help. How do you make a living? How do you make a living? Our half-brother was president. Our half-brother was president. Offer. Offer. Can't you do a hematologist every year? Can't you do a hematologist every year? He wishes he could play the piano. He wishes he could play the piano. I feel like I've lost my balance. I feel like I've lost my balance. I try to exercise every day. I try to exercise every day. Raspberry. Raspberry. Don't you see the "no entry" sign? You can't get in there. Don't you see the "no entry" sign? You can't get in there. I was learning to play the guitar. I was learning to play the guitar. How many chairs are there? How many chairs are there? The cat caught a mouse. The cat caught a mouse. Come hell or high water, I. Come hell or high water, I. My family is working. My family is working. I'm planning to visit my grandfather next weekend. I'm planning to visit my grandfather next weekend. They want to learn to play the piano. They want to learn to play the piano. Is there a sports section in the store? Is there a sports section in the store? I went to the market and after that I went to the park. I went to the market and after that I went to the park. You should not take. You should not take. Cool. Cool. Sorry for interrupting. Sorry for interrupting. I need a new battery for my car. I need a new battery for my car. We can avoid heavy traffic if we leave early. We can avoid heavy traffic if we leave early. My mom is a better cook than my dad. My mom is a better cook than my dad. 4 weeks from the police, right? 4 weeks from the police, right? I will be watching you. I will be watching you. Won't they rise next year? Won't they rise next year? Wasn't he a physicist before? Wasn't he a physicist before? Would he ignore? Would he ignore? Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? For 2 weeks it did not connect. For 2 weeks it did not connect. Were his siblings photographers? Were his siblings photographers? This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. Shouldn't he be a dietitian soon? Shouldn't he be a dietitian soon? Despite his age, he is still very active and energetic. Despite his age, he is still very active and energetic. Did he address the year? Did he address the year? We had been to that restaurant before. We had been to that restaurant before. Can't he always move? Can't he always move? Can't I be a bricklayer soon? Can't I be a bricklayer soon? The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. The death of the famous actor created a shock effect in the entertainment industry. To do. Is Wi-Fi paid? Is Wi-Fi paid? There is a trash can under the table. There is a trash can under the table. Would do it later. Would do it later. I have an incredible headache. I have an incredible headache. His stepfather is a translator. His stepfather is a translator. Do you know the woman who works at the bank? Do you know the woman who works at the bank? Do you want a shopping cart or a basket? Do you want a shopping cart or a basket? Will I pay? Will I pay? May not be sent after 3 midnight. May not be sent after 3 midnight. Will we never be dietitians? Will we never be dietitians? He is taking a shower. He is taking a shower. The coffee shop is busier than usual. The coffee shop is busier than usual. Never be able to babysit. Never be able to babysit. This pizza tastes better than the one we ate last week. This pizza tastes better than the one we ate last week. Join me. Join me. You shouldn't talk during the movie. You shouldn't talk during the movie. They volunteered at the animal shelter. They volunteered at the animal shelter. They didn't call before 4 a.m. They didn't call before 4 a.m. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Generally not lobbying. Generally not lobbying. As far as I know. As far as I know. If you want, I will go to school. If you want, I will go to school. Can borrow. Can borrow. I have to log in after 3 minutes. I have to log in after 3 minutes. I want to buy a gift for special occasion. I want to buy a gift for special occasion. What's wrong with Sam? What's wrong with Sam? Can't I connect right away? Can't I connect right away? Tomorrow we will fly to Australia. Tomorrow we will fly to Australia. That's why we need. That's why we need. He orthopedist 4 p.m. He orthopedist 4 p.m. Do you have sugar-free options? Do you have sugar-free options? They could be housewives 2 minutes ago. They could be housewives 2 minutes ago. I have a flat set of sticks. I have a flat set of sticks. I have a rash. I have a rash. I will not hurt you. I will not hurt you. Will they borrow? Will they borrow? Will you be a realtor? Will you be a realtor? Intent. Intent. Here is my ex-husband. Here is my ex-husband. Who did you walk to? Who did you walk to? I'm going on a trip next year. I'm going on a trip next year. I watched a movie last night. I watched a movie last night. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. She looks beautiful in that dress. She looks beautiful in that dress. They want to learn to play the guitar. They want to learn to play the guitar. Your mother was a lawyer. Your mother was a lawyer. Should not be created often. Should not be created often. He took a nap in the afternoon. He took a nap in the afternoon. They were having a family meal in the restaurant. They were having a family meal in the restaurant. Can you lend me your car for a day? Can you lend me your car for a day? They don't leave later in the morning. They don't leave later in the morning. He should quit smoking for his health. He should quit smoking for his health. Why are you wearing short jogging? Why are you wearing short jogging? Didn't he survive soon? Didn't he survive soon? For a healthy lifestyle, you should exercise regularly. For a healthy lifestyle, you should exercise regularly. Review. Review. I had to do a few extra push-ups this morning to make up for yesterday. I had to do a few extra push-ups this morning to make up for yesterday. I'm going to the shop to buy some cake. I'm going to the shop to buy some cake. Thanks for explaining. Thanks for explaining. I have to finish this report by the end of the day. I have to finish this report by the end of the day. We will attend a conference in 2 weeks. We will attend a conference in 2 weeks. I check my emails on my phone. I check my emails on my phone. How much time do you spend exercising? How much time do you spend exercising? Should you settle in? Should you settle in? He is teaching a class. He is teaching a class. Stubborn. Stubborn. Did you roll? Did you roll? Do I focus on the sunrise? Do I focus on the sunrise? He takes the train to go to work. He takes the train to go to work. It's too cold to go outside. It's too cold to go outside. I'm busy. I'm busy. Compare the two options before making a decision. Compare the two options before making a decision. They had known each other since childhood. They had known each other since childhood. I finished reading the book yesterday. I finished reading the book yesterday. I could run fast back then. I could run fast back then. How is the weather tomorrow? How is the weather tomorrow? Rarely can they defend? Rarely can they defend? I wish I knew how to fix cars. I could save on repairs. I wish I knew how to fix cars. I could save on repairs. Can I request a specific product brand? Can I request a specific product brand? My fault. My fault. Is there anything good? Is there anything good? Can't we support for one afternoon? Can't we support for one afternoon? He could not have been more polite during our conversation. He could not have been more polite during our conversation. The act of vandalism is illegal. The act of vandalism is illegal. Can you be responsible? Can you be responsible? There's a leak in corridor 3, we need cleaning. There's a leak in corridor 3, we need cleaning. Your daughter was a pianist. Your daughter was a pianist. If he had more time, he would learn to play the guitar. If he had more time, he would learn to play the guitar. He decided to quit his job and travel the world. He decided to quit his job and travel the world. Can you give me a sponge bath? Can you give me a sponge bath? I need help with this math problem. I need help with this math problem. Do you want to talk to me now? Do you want to talk to me now? Can you weigh these tomatoes for me? Can you weigh these tomatoes for me? Your uncle was a nutritionist. Your uncle was a nutritionist. Thanks everyone for their support. Thanks everyone for their support. Which countries would you like to visit to go on a world tour? Which countries would you like to visit to go on a world tour? They are playing chess in the park. They are playing chess in the park. I met a famous writer at the signing day. I met a famous writer at the signing day. No afternoon esthetician. No afternoon esthetician. Can we do it for you? Can we do it for you? We're going on vacation in Hawaii. We're going on vacation in Hawaii. Her sisters were educators. Her sisters were educators. We are excited to see the new movie. We are excited to see the new movie. What is our agenda today? What is our agenda today? Although he has no experience, he has a lot of potential. Although he has no experience, he has a lot of potential. They were practicing their dance routine. They were practicing their dance routine. You should explain. You should explain. The amount of food was insufficient for everyone. The amount of food was insufficient for everyone. Shouldn't he be a civil engineer after one day? Shouldn't he be a civil engineer after one day? Shouldn't you be spying after an evening? Shouldn't you be spying after an evening? Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? The city was very crowded. The city was very crowded. Won't you be late for work? Won't you be late for work? I'm not included. I'm not included. The physiotherapist will come to see you tomorrow. The physiotherapist will come to see you tomorrow. If they work hard, they will be successful. If they work hard, they will be successful. He read a book before going to bed. He read a book before going to bed. See you later. See you later. He didn't take the shortcut, so he came late. He didn't take the shortcut, so he came late. Someone is following me. Someone is following me. Will he become a foreman in 3 months? Will he become a foreman in 3 months? Stay together. Stay together. I have extensive computer knowledge. I have extensive computer knowledge. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. I'm going to the gym tonight. I'm going to the gym tonight. I'm meeting with my counselor next week. I'm meeting with my counselor next week. Although he was tired, he attended the meeting. Although he was tired, he attended the meeting. Could it be missing? Could it be missing? The store had finished the shoes before I could get them. The store had finished the shoes before I could get them. I will go no matter what. I will go no matter what. It can't be missed often. It can't be missed often. Can you tell me when this happened? Can you tell me when this happened? Our grandson is a florist. Our grandson is a florist. Is his grandfather a witch? Is his grandfather a witch? Relationships with animals come naturally to some people. Relationships with animals come naturally to some people. Could this be the best decision for the company? Could this be the best decision for the company? Will it take off right away? Will it take off right away? After 3 minutes I shouldn't be enjoying it. After 3 minutes I shouldn't be enjoying it. Wouldn't it be a monthly horseman? Wouldn't it be a monthly horseman? He wasn't cold. He wasn't cold. The dog dug a hole in the backyard. The dog dug a hole in the backyard. That rain. That rain. John is the most talented musician I know. John is the most talented musician I know. One, I'm going to the mall. One, I'm going to the mall. But there will always be the next time. But there will always be the next time. Will you work? Will you work? I'm finishing my project by the end of the week. I'm finishing my project by the end of the week. I need to improve my billiards skills. I need to improve my billiards skills. There is always a chance to win the lottery. There is always a chance to win the lottery. How can you stay with him? How can you stay with him? I'm sorry, I have to leave. I'm sorry, I have to leave. We should celebrate. We should celebrate. The boy was playing with the toy car. The boy was playing with the toy car. He'll be back in a few hours. He'll be back in a few hours. He won't stop until he catches the thief. He won't stop until he catches the thief. If you want to lose weight, eat healthy foods. If you want to lose weight, eat healthy foods. I finished my homework, he said. I finished my homework, he said. Traffic during rush hours is worse than during off-peak hours. Traffic during rush hours is worse than during off-peak hours. If you had set the alarm, we wouldn't have gotten much sleep. If you had set the alarm, we wouldn't have gotten much sleep. I wish we had attended the music festival. I wish we had attended the music festival. Especially beef. Especially beef. They can be successful entrepreneurs. They can be successful entrepreneurs. Fear of failure is holding me back. Fear of failure is holding me back. May not be forgotten often. May not be forgotten often. This ticket is part of my job. This ticket is part of my job. Trustworthy. Trustworthy. They had known each other since childhood before they got married. They had known each other since childhood before they got married. I do not agree. I do not agree. Come straight home after school today. Come straight home after school today. They will go on a journey next summer. They will go on a journey next summer. He's already cooked dinner. He's already cooked dinner. Hey Susanna, come talk to me. Hey Susanna, come talk to me. You will be refreshed after 3 minutes. You will be refreshed after 3 minutes. Are you going to the concert on Friday? Are you going to the concert on Friday? He is an excellent teacher but also a talented musician. He is an excellent teacher but also a talented musician. Care. Care. I wish I was rich. I wish I was rich. He's too tired to go out tonight. He's too tired to go out tonight. Should take a weekly break. Should take a weekly break. Payment will be made next week. Payment will be made next week. Do we have to discuss it later? Do we have to discuss it later? Actionable. Actionable. We often go to the park. We often go to the park. I have a choice. I have a choice. If they win the match, they will celebrate. If they win the match, they will celebrate. Staff will be preparing for the annual meeting. Staff will be preparing for the annual meeting. He was too drunk to get home safely. He was too drunk to get home safely. Did he live in the city before moving to the countryside? Did he live in the city before moving to the countryside? Can we check it annually? Can we check it annually? They failed. They failed. I'm still a student, but I don't like being a student. I'm still a student, but I don't like being a student. Nobody had their own computer in those days. Nobody had their own computer in those days. I miss you. I miss you. The book was published last year. The book was published last year. The death toll from the earthquake was high. The death toll from the earthquake was high. The red car is faster than the blue one. The red car is faster than the blue one. We can publish in one afternoon. We can publish in one afternoon. It can dive after 3 days. It can dive after 3 days. I need to buy a new car. I need to buy a new car. I will play. I will play. Would you like some mayonnaise with your sandwich? Would you like some mayonnaise with your sandwich? The situation is not open to interpretation. The situation is not open to interpretation. We cannot mix. We cannot mix. I'm soft. I'm soft. He doesn't teach at 3 a.m. He doesn't teach at 3 a.m. She loves shopping for clothes. She loves shopping for clothes. Can you quote from 2 months ago? Can you quote from 2 months ago? They are going to school. They are going to school. Is it never appreciated? Is it never appreciated? I am very impressed. I am very impressed. I want to learn to play the piano, he said. I want to learn to play the piano, he said. If you don't know the answers to these questions, if you don't know the answers to these questions, take out the trash. Take out the trash. I know that. I know that. My flat is smaller than yours. My flat is smaller than yours. This controller's joystick is stuck. This controller's joystick is stuck. I will spend my weekend watching sports. I will spend my weekend watching sports. You go to the mall on Saturdays. You go to the mall on Saturdays. The children will play football in the park. The children will play football in the park. Why do you work in the cinema? Why do you work in the cinema? Could not be organized weekly. Could not be organized weekly. He studied for his exam. He studied for his exam. Was to leave. Was to leave. The blue dress is more beautiful than the green one. The blue dress is more beautiful than the green one. Formations. Formations. You didn't know. You didn't know. You are not reliable. You are not reliable. It was 15 lira. It was 15 lira. Won't agree after a second. Won't agree after a second. His stepson cameraman. His stepson cameraman. I will go because I want to. I will go because I want to. Think over. Think over. Where can I find? Question mark. Where can I find? Question mark. I am practicing my photography skills. I am practicing my photography skills. Did not appear. Did not appear. He had been attending college for 4 years when he decided to leave. He had been attending college for 4 years when he decided to leave. He enjoys playing video games with his friends. He enjoys playing video games with his friends. Were their uncles senators? Were their uncles senators? Do you have plans for next weekend? Do you have plans for next weekend? I don't know your friends. I don't know your friends. We are watching a movie in the cinema. We are watching a movie in the cinema. Should you attend this meeting? Should you attend this meeting? If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. Do they wash every day? Do they wash every day? Can't we shoot at dusk? Can't we shoot at dusk? They discuss the problem. They discuss the problem. I know it. I know it. Can we try? Can we try? The dog barks loudly. The dog barks loudly. Shouldn't they always be applied? Shouldn't they always be applied? His grandfather is a courier. His grandfather is a courier. May become a urologist a year. May become a urologist a year. You have fever. You have fever. You will need to follow a certain diet. You will need to follow a certain diet. He has been learning to play the piano for a year. He has been learning to play the piano for a year. I'll buy you something on the way home. I'll buy you something on the way home. Won't you send? Won't you send? Do you have a non-alcoholic beer option? Do you have a non-alcoholic beer option? He will start a new job next month. He will start a new job next month. Are we holding at noon? Are we holding at noon? It can kill. It can kill. Are you with me so far? Are you with me so far? What do you think about removing carbon? What do you think about removing carbon? I'm cooking dinner. I'm cooking dinner. He always helps his neighbors. He always helps his neighbors. I am very happy. I am very happy. Crab salad. Crab salad. I wish they'd joined a sports team in high school. I wish they'd joined a sports team in high school. Aren't they 2 weeks from the advertiser? Aren't they 2 weeks from the advertiser? Can't make it after a year? Can't make it after a year? He is a successful businessman. He is a successful businessman. After 2 seconds you should be an alchemist. After 2 seconds you should be an alchemist. Your kids are technicians. Your kids are technicians. We're going to the cinema next Saturday. We're going to the cinema next Saturday. This is a beautiful car. This is a beautiful car. Perfect. Perfect. You look a little uncomfortable. You look a little uncomfortable. Who did you walk to? Who did you walk to? Loses often. Loses often. I don't have friends in the city and I don't have a cell phone. I don't have friends in the city and I don't have a cell phone. I'm going to the theater. I'm going to the theater. Was my grandfather a guard? Was my grandfather a guard? Most probably. Most probably. There is a picture on the wall. There is a picture on the wall. Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? And I was wondering if you said anything. And I was wondering if you said anything. I will not eat even though I am hungry. I will not eat even though I am hungry. He's too lazy to do his homework. He's too lazy to do his homework. Players will rehearse their lines for the play. Players will rehearse their lines for the play. I need a new bottle of water. I need a new bottle of water. For maintenance. For maintenance. How many hours are there in a day? How many hours are there in a day? He'll be back at 6 p.m. He'll be back at 6 p.m. How do you say? How do you say? I'm in the room at the end of the stairs. I'm in the room at the end of the stairs. I can help you with your homework. I can help you with your homework. The company had been growing rapidly for years before encountering financial difficulties. The company had been growing rapidly for years before encountering financial difficulties. Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Her cat is sleeping on the sofa. Her cat is sleeping on the sofa. Next summer I will be playing the guitar for 5 years. Next summer I will be playing the guitar for 5 years. Avoid big changes. Avoid big changes. Let's discuss the pros and cons of each option before making a decision. Let's discuss the pros and cons of each option before making a decision. I like to eat apples. I like to eat apples. No, there is no charge for Wi-Fi. No, there is no charge for Wi-Fi. He is a personal trainer and helps people get in shape. He is a personal trainer and helps people get in shape. Where can I find fresh produce? Where can I find fresh produce? We may not agree right away. We may not agree right away. I want to know if you have a double room. I want to know if you have a double room. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? I don't think the government is necessarily the best source of information. I don't think the government is necessarily the best source of information. He was asleep when his phone started ringing. He was asleep when his phone started ringing. Did not focus. Did not focus. Can we talk after you and I make plans? Can we talk after you and I make plans? Is my brother-in-law an officer? Is my brother-in-law an officer? Grateful for your help. Grateful for your help. How many languages can you speak? How many languages can you speak? I don't know many things. I don't know many things. The Himalayas are the highest mountain ranges on Earth. The Himalayas are the highest mountain ranges on Earth. I ate it before I came home. I ate it before I came home. On the way home from work, I must not forget to do the grocery shopping. On the way home from work, I must not forget to do the grocery shopping. Did we expect something else? Did we expect something else? The situation is beyond savior. The situation is beyond savior.